It didn't take me long to go crazy with Jeff. I told you, he did not get nerfed, he got buffed. That's a bold claim to make, but I've got the evidence. Just watch these gameplays. This is my best game so far with Jeff. I go 48 kills in this one, and I only died 2 times. And with Loki, my best game with Loki is actually 48 kills as well. And pay attention to the healing, because I'm going to put up some crazy healing numbers in this game. A lot of people say, Jeff is healing, it's so-so, it's not good enough. Nah, Jeff can heal your team. Look at me. Look at this cheese. I'm hanging around in the back. I'm hard to hit. I'm drifting. I'm moving glitchy. And the aiming, as I said before, it's so forgiving. You don't have to have the greatest aim. It's hard to miss with this. Now, this was a bad ult. I didn't quite do what I wanted to do, so I'm just trying to get back here before I die. Get him back to safety. We're going to capture this point. Don't worry. Don't worry. We are going crazy. All you hear are hit markers from a distance. You see all the assists I'm racking up. My goodness. I'm going crazy. This is a GM3 lobby, and I just need a few more wins to get to GM2, and I'm going to be playing strategist for the next several wins. So you'll see. And I have other games, not as good as this one, but I have other games going 40 plus kills with Jeff and not that many deaths. He's legit. Loki took me to the next level down there, but now up here, it's Jeff taking me to the next level. And that's why I said, I think Jeff, he's earned himself a skin, because I get so many MVP, so many good games with him. He deserves a skin. I'm going to have to pull one out in celebration. Let me know in the comments section, what is the best skin for Jeff? Or should I wait? Maybe they'll bring out better skins later. Let me know what you're thinking. And I love in these high lobbies how your teammates, they don't just let people dive you. Like in that other game, when I was using Hella and the Iron Fist was trying to get me, the whole team got that Iron Fist up out of there. And right there, we had a Mr. Fantastic trying to go crazy, and our team got him up out of there. This is a totally different game in the higher ranks than it is in the lower ranks, because everybody's just, they're so advanced. They're so smart. They understand it's a team game. You got to play together. If you don't play together, bad things are going to happen, and you're going to lose, and you're going to lose badly. I think that Jeff is a lot better than some of the other off healers like Mantis or even Adam. Because Mantis, first of all, you need to be able to aim with Mantis. Same thing with Adam. And I've seen a lot of videos of people complaining about Mantis or Hitbox. They're like, how is that not a headshot? They're in practice mode taking shots. They're not landing. They're not connecting. So if you can't aim, you're going to do bad with Mantis and even Adam. You got to hit your target. But Jeff, you don't really need to be able to aim. I mean, look at this. Look at this cheese. I don't have the best aim, and I'm out here going crazy. And another problem with Mantis or even Adam, they don't heal on the same button that they attack from. So now you're pressing different buttons, and they don't even heal every time you shoot. They both have cooldowns to heal. So you can't just heal in an emergency. What if your cooldowns are gone? Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you're in a pinch. So you got to manage cooldown. Same thing with Loki. Loki is so powerful, but he's got a lot of cooldowns. He's got setup. So it's a lot more complicated to use him, although I love Loki. Loki is still my favorite character in the game. But Jeff is so simple. There's no cooldowns. I mean, you have a couple of cooldowns. You can pop some of those bubbles. You can go underwater. But your healing and your damage dealing are being done on the same button. So it's easy. It's easy work. Now look at this. I really have nowhere to go. I just have to dump them in here. So that's what I'm going to do. My team is going to jump them. Look at this. The eye splash. That was beautiful. See, sometimes you can't get to the edge of the map because you have a few seconds to get there. You have like, sometimes you're supposed to have 8 seconds, but sometimes it's like you got 5 seconds. So how can you get to the edge in time? So that was clutch. My teammates came out clutch in that one. But I've got one of my best ults. It's going to happen in this game. And that's why I say some of my ults are terrible. but some of them have been clutch, and I'm going to get better the more that I use Jeff, because remember, you have to change your mind. You got to open your mind, learn the different areas of the map that you can go to, that you can throw people off of, just like Loki with all the high ground that's possible. When you're not playing a character like Loki, you never think about all those high ground spots because you can't really get to those spots. So that's why you have to play the character more to get into a rhythm, so that this is second nature. You don't even think about it. It just happens. You just know, hey, there's an edge right there. I can throw them off there. Or hey, like in that back room, when I threw them in that little room, there was nowhere for them to go. Our team could jump them. They couldn't escape. And we can just do damage, let all of our cooldowns fly, all of our abilities, and get them up out of there. That was beautiful execution. But once again, you see how I'm able to play this safe. I'm able to back all the way up, avoid, look at that. I can avoid all of this, and I'm still healing and dealing damage from a safe distance. And then the reload is fast. So as you're letting all this ammo fly, all this damage, yeah, you just reload. It doesn't take that long, and then you go right back to dealing damage again. Jeff is ridiculous after the rework. I think he's so much better than he was pre-rework. I really do. Even though it's still up for debate, I see a lot of people, they're still not happy with the changes, but I personally love the changes. And look at this. I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to take that health pack, and I'm out of there. Oh, that was beautiful. Got him leaning. What a crossover move. What a step back move. The movement with Jeff is crazy. He moves so much better, so much faster than everybody else. That's why I love Captain America, because his movement, he was moving faster than anybody else, than any of the other Vanguards. I'm glad that now I have another option, because in some games, some maps, some situations, I'd rather have Loki. But when there's a Moon Knight or there's a Winter Soldier, if they're trying to counter my Loki, then I love Jeff as a backup option, as another option. He is crazy. I mean, look at how effortlessly I can heal. Even if you're jumping in the sky, you're flying around, it's so easy to just, all you gotta do is just look up. Just look up, and you have the range to deliver the damage or the healing. So if there's a flyer on the other team, I aim up. You're gonna see in some of these games, there's gonna be some flyers. I'm gonna get the flyers up out of there. I just aim up, delete them. If they don't move out the way, they get deleted. So we get the full 3 points. Now it's time to play defense. And I'm gonna get a clutch ult in this round. And once again, look at this cheese. I'm hitting them from all the way back here. I'm getting healed by my cloak and dagger, and then I'm healing my team up here. We are playing some crazy angles. Wow, this is ridiculous. Another assist. They're just adding up. All the assists, all the stats, they're just adding up. I can aim up. You can jump up there. I don't care. It's so easy to aim. See, if I'm using Loki, I can't hit some of these enemies because you want to just hit the ground. It's easy to aim at the ground, but as soon as they start going vertical, that's when that projectile has a problem. But look at how effortlessly I can adjust the aim. It's very forgiving. This water stream, this splash, I'm making a splash from way downtown. These are half-court threes, baby. These might even be full-court threes. I'm letting it fly. My goodness. And you see, our team is playing so aggressive. They're literally right in front of the spawn. And that's why I'm a little bit confused, because I always thought that you don't want to push too far ahead. But in these higher lobbies, I have teammates that are doing this. They are spawn trapping right in front of the spawn on various different maps. So you're going to see in other gameplays too. See me, I'm chilling back here. I'm not really trying to go all the way up there because I think that's a bad idea. But in these higher lobbies, they are successfully pulling this off. So maybe it's not a bad idea. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Is this what you're supposed to do? Because I've seen so many people give advice. They say, hey, back up, let them come out of the spawn. But then in these higher lobbies, they're right in front of the spawn door, keeping them trapped back there. So I don't even know. That's why I'm saying it's like a totally different game when you're playing in these high lobbies. And I just saved my team once again from that. I can't really get to the edge in time, but look at his health. It's so low. Even though he takes that health pack, it doesn't matter. Get down to the ground. Look at the power. My goodness, Jeff is a menace. I was not capping when I said that Jeff got buffed. He did not get nerfed. This is crazy, and this is not the only game where I'm going crazy, so just stay tuned. There's going to be more games. You're going to see. You're going to learn about Jeff. You're going to learn that he is a problem. Once again, I'm just staying safe. I'm backing up. I keep everybody healed. I keep popping the damage. So now at the end of the game, the team is going to get desperate. They need to portal to win. And I'm actually going to stop the portal with my ult. See, that's the thing about Jeff. There are so many situations where the ult actually does help you. Sometimes it's useless, but at the right moments, it can really change a game. This is crazy. We did not let them get any points. This is pure domination. He said he's opening up a portal. I got him, and I got his teammates. 4 of them. They're trying to get me up out of here, and I'm just gonna dive. I'm not gonna risk it. You saw in my last Jeff game, I had 2 enemies. Somehow they did not die when I threw them off the edge. That time I had 4 enemies. So I just wanted to make sure they die, because if they die, how are they gonna be able to capture this point? This game's gonna be over. We put so much pressure on them, there's no time left. This is their last push. This is the last fight. Another KO. I'm letting it fly, pushing them back. Look at all the pressure, all the healing, all the dealing. We're going crazy. We got him up out of there before he could ult. And that's it. What a win for Jeff. 48-2. What it do? I told you. Jeff got buffed. He did not get nerfed. I also got 47 assists. 33,000 healing. There's no problem when it comes to healing with Jeff. Look at those healing numbers. Look at the damage numbers. My goodness. Give that guy a map. Merch is now available at chrissmooth.com. Shipping worldwide. My songs, He Quit the Game, Lob City, and My Camo are now available on all streaming platforms. But look what I'm gonna do to that. I'm gonna block that dunk. Get that cheese out of here. When I did that, I said, all right, Cat might be the character for me. What rhymes with cash? I just put Doctor Strange to the floor.